Okay, collage history. I guess in a lot of the art history books, collage will be attributed to Pablo Picasso and George Braque around the time of the Cubists, so 1910. It happened when so Picasso stuck a bit of oilcloth to one of his images, and Braque used some wallpaper and incorporated it into a drawing, and collage was born. Although the term collage emerged from the Cubists, we can see that the story began much earlier with the invention of paper in China around 105 AD. The use and production of paper steadily spread across the world, to Vietnam in the 3rd century, then to Korea, through to Japan around the 5th century. It was during the Heian period in the 10th century that a collage technique called chagari-e was used in conjunction with calligraphy. Handmade paper was dyed, then torn and glued to a surface to illustrate poems. It was around the medieval period of the 13th century, in both the Islamic and European worlds, that we can see gold leaf and tinsel stuck onto maps, holy texts, manuscripts, and prints of religious saints and icons. So collage was used to help portray valuable information and exciting things. Developments were made in technology, trade, and travel. These collage techniques were also used to explore ideas surrounding the natural world. In 1772, Mary Delaney began to produce stunning works, often mistaken for watercolours. These carefully constructed paper collages, or mosaics as she called them, are a remarkable combination of art and science. Most early paper crafts, however, were dismissed as amateur art. Industrialisation made the production of paper and colour printing cheaper and more accessible. So paper crafts, including scrapbooking and decoupage, took off. Tinsel prints were unique to England, popular in the 1800s. These prints of famous actors, actresses, and religious figures were cut out and dressed up with fabric scraps, leather, feathers, metal foil, and other suitable found material. And as the emergence of photography came, people experimented with collage techniques, including multiple exposures and the layering of objects onto prints. Others, including Mary Georgina Filmer, produced fantastic albums full of art brut style photo montages, combining photographic cutouts with colour, with watercolour, gouache and ink. Filmer's work anticipated both the constructivist and surrealist photomontage collage styles. So we can see how Picasso and Braque were encouraged to push boundaries in art by gluing everyday objects to their canvases, elevating the technique of collage into the world of fine art. In the next session, we're going to explore further the Dadaist and surrealist use of collage. Okay, for this collage activity, we are going to try and create something similar to some of the early 1800s tinsel prints that were created. Scrap paper, these are just from some of my bills. I got fabric, so just little offcuts that I had at home. Yeah, so here's the finished collage, like inspired by the Tinsel prints. Again, I've sort of used an arch shape to frame the picture. Also a little bit of repetition. This image really consists of one image from a magazine clipping, a little bit of scrap paper from the envelopes, scrap fabric. So great, hope you have fun with that one. These are great warm-ups when you're stuck for ideas. I always suggest just having some limitations and seeing what you can make.